Okay, guys, so you guys just finished doing the chemical waving again, which is the perm section that's gonna go in the back. You guys will have 20 minutes for that section. Right after that, there's no cleanup time or no setup time because remember how when we did our new client setup, we actually set up for everything else as well. So we're not gonna have any time to go ahead and set up for our next procedures. Right after the chemical waving, 20 minutes, they come and check it, they do everything, they do the saturation, they do the test to curl, they do all that stuff, and then you're gonna jump right into the next procedure. So the next procedure, you have 10 minutes, which is going to be our PD test, which is our predisposition test and strand test with simulated product. So again, we're going to do our PD test. It's going to go in the back of the ear, not on the neck area, back of the ear. And then we're going to go ahead and do our strand test. You will have 10 minutes to be able to do that procedure. On this video, we're not going to go ahead and do more videos. We're not going to do one video for that one video for highlights. We're going to do it all together. But remember, when you guys are at State Board, every one of these sections is an individual test. So they are graded individually. You will have one of your tests is the PD test strand test. You have 10 minutes for that. Then you're going to go ahead and stop. Then there's another test, which is our highlighting with foil section. And then there's another one, which is our virgin application with color simulated product. Then we're going to go ahead and do hair color retouch with color simulated product, 10 minutes. Virgin hair relaxer application with color simulated product. That one is untimed. Okay, so again, this video does show the PD test strand test, which is going to be our 10-minute procedure. Highlight with foil virgin application with color simulated product, 15-minute procedure. Hair color retouch with color simulated product, which is 10 minutes. And virgin hair relaxer application with color simulated product, that one's untimed because they're going to go ahead and see you do it individually. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do one video for all these sections, but remember again, at State Board, they're all individually graded. Okay. Okay, you guys, so one of the things that I forgot to mention is also on this video, which is going to be the beauty test, strand test, highlight, color, and relaxer video, we do actually include the blood exposure, which is going to be at the end of the video. It's a 10-minute procedure at State Board. Again, that one is also individually graded. So on this video, you're going to see the predisposition test, the strand test, highlight virgin application, the highlight with 15 minutes, hair color retouch 10 minutes, virgin relaxer untimed, and then you're gonna have the blood exposure. That one's a 10-minute procedure. So you're gonna see 5 procedures on this next video. Make sure you guys watch it all the way to the end because the blood exposure is really important for you guys to make sure you do it the correct way. Okay, so at the end of the video, we do cover the blood exposure. You will perform the predisposition test and strand test for the permanent hair color. You will demonstrate the predisposition test behind the ear. You will demonstrate the strand test process on any single subsection of the hair. You will be expected to follow all client protection, safety, and infection control procedures. You will have 10 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 5 minutes remaining. Step back to indicate that you have finished. The instructions will be repeated. You may begin. Okay, you guys, so always start off by sanitizing your hands. We're gonna go ahead and apply, this is gonna be our cleansing solution, so make sure you guys apply it. We always tell people to go ahead and put it on top of the bag in case it drips a little bit. We are gonna be cleaning behind the ear. We used to see some people that used to put it on the neck side, but State Board is very clearly now, they wanna make sure that you put it behind the ear. Go ahead and put on your gloves. We also recommend people to put on your gloves when you're using them. When you're going to put on gloves, do it on top of your SMA and top of your station, just in case you were to drop one. Then you can actually just pick it up and keep on putting it on versus it falling to the floor. Remember, we are going to be doing the tint. So there's a simulated tint. That's the one we're going to be using for the PD test, the predisposition test. This is an allergy test, so this is just kind of for people that might be allergic to color. Once you're done with that one, go ahead and discard it. We're not going to be using it again. So we only needed one cotton for our cleansing solution, and we need the cotton swab to be able to apply the color, the tint. Okay, we're going to apply it. We're not going to wipe it off. We're not going to do anything to that. We're going to go ahead and just jump right into our strand test. Go ahead and grab a little strand of hair. Same thing right here. They're not telling you exactly which one they want you to do. You know, it's up to you which strand of hair you want to do. Make sure you grab your foil, put it in the bag. Then we're going to go ahead and apply a little bit of tint. And remember, we do the strand test because we want to see how the hair is going to react to the tint, how fast it's going to process. Is it going to take the color? Is it not going to take the color? So we're kind of just pre-testing the hair just before we do the full procedure on somebody. We're going to go ahead and apply a little bit of water. Remember, the water is to make sure that it stops the chemical process. We're going to put a napkin under it, remove the aluminum foil. Make sure the hair falls on top of the napkin. Then we're going to go ahead and grab another napkin, put it on top, and we're going to wipe. We're going to try to remove as much of the product as possible. Okay, and that is your strand test. So this first procedure, you have your PD test and strand test. Remember to remove all the brushes, everything that you're not using. Go ahead and close all your containers back up. Never leave anything open when you're not doing that procedure itself. And always have all labels facing towards you. In case a proctor passes by, he'll be able to read them. Sanitize your hands, and we're going to go ahead and wait for the next procedure. You will perform highlight with foil, virgin application. You will place 4 foils on the top of the head from the front hairline to the apex. You will apply simulated highlighted product from upper edge of the foils to the ends. You will be expected to follow all client protection, safety, and infection control procedures. You will have 15 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 8 minutes remaining. Step back to indicate that you have finished. The instructions will be repeated. You may begin. Okay, so the hair that we're going to be having on the side, if you guys are done with that, that's where we did the strand test. So we can actually go ahead and wrap that up just to get it out of the way. It doesn't bother us. We're going to be doing the highlights. It's going to be on the top section. So again, that area that's on the top, that's what we're going to be using for the highlights. We're also going to be moving the mannequin. Again, the mannequin is always going to be facing the mirror. Make sure you're standing on the side of the mannequin when you're doing this. Sanitize your hands because you're touching the tripod. We're going to go ahead and apply protective cream first. We're going to be doing our foils. Discard everything that you're using and apply the protective cream around the hairline. Front section, all around. We're going to apply this protective cream a couple of times. Don't worry about it. Keep applying it. Don't put it in your head that you already applied it once. You don't have to apply it again. Remember, we're going to be changing chemicals. There's going to be different clients. Protective cream all around. Now we're going to go ahead and put on our gloves. Some people put protective clips with their gloves on. We recommend you not to do that because then your gloves are going to be full of protective cream, which is kind of sticky and slippery at the same time. So you want to make sure you do it with your hands, wipe off your hands, and then put on your gloves. We're going to be doing the bleach part. So make sure that you're grabbing the right one. They will be looking at that when you guys go to State Board. They want to make sure you're using the correct chemicals for the correct procedure. The brush that we're going to be using for our chemical, for the bleach. And the foils that we're going to be using. Go ahead and get everything ready in your station so that you don't have to be reaching far or any of that. Just go ahead and set up your station, everything close to you. It'll be easier for you to go ahead and work like that. If you're left-handed, then you're going to be standing on the other side. You know, if you're going to be right-handed or left-handed, it's the opposite side that you're going to be standing on because you're going to have more control. So if you're left-handed, you're going to be on the other side and work easier for you. We're going to go ahead and get our first little parting where we're going to be doing it. You don't want to grab something that's going to be too thick of a section. It's going to be a small parting. Always keep in consideration that most mannequins have a widow's peak in the front, so you don't want to grab a big thick section based on that. Make sure you try to do it as thin as possible. And we are going to start off with our first section. It's going to be the foils. Then remember, we're going to skip one, and then we're going to do a foil, skip one, and then foil. We're going to go ahead and grab a piece of foil. You can put it however you've been practicing. You know, you fold it a little bit, you fold it once, you fold it twice. Usually this is the way we train our students, the way she's folding it on the video.